and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Nationals franchise. Still working on getting new episodes out more regularly, but we have episode 4 in store today, and we have not gotten off to the hottest start here as the defending 3-time champs. But in the end of last episode, we were able to dismantle the Rockies in Colorado. So we're doing something a little different to start this episode. We're gonna play the very next game, but we're not actually gonna play it. We're just gonna sit back and watch as the CPU plays the game on quick counts, show a few highlights from the game, and I'm thinking of making this a regular thing. We have Emilio Salazar, a rookie, to go up against in this game today, and remember that name because in a few minutes it'll come back. But we're going to jump ahead to the bottom of the 4th inning here, tied 0-0, bit of a pitcher's duel, but Benny Montgomery of Colorado is going to hit that one to the gap, and it's actually going to leave. Line shot out to left center. And we're going down 1-0 here. Now bottom of the 5th, Cavalli's still out there, and it's Zach Veen, another young guy from Colorado, hitting that to center, and that's going to have enough to carry. So things not going well, offense not clicking, couple of solo shots given up, but now Luis Garcia up at the plate, and he's going to do Mr. Clutch things. That one driven off the wall. Meneses already on first looking to score. Not a ton of speed on him, and he is going to get thrown out at home. Unfortunate, man. And then Tristan Casas coming up. Luis Garcia still on second is also going to hit it just out of reach of right field. So imagine if Meneses could have just scored. We'd have been tied right here. We'd have no outs in the inning. Runner on second yet again, but we do cut the lead down to 1. And Matt Chapman up here, though, is going to whiff on a slurve to end the inning and end our rally. And that was pretty much all we could muster up today, as in the bottom of the 8th, this Blair Blanco dude hits it to the gap to drive in another run. And then it's Luis Urias with the nail in the coffin, the bloop triple to drive in another run. And after something like that happens that late in the game, you know that one's over. So we end up dropping this game to Colorado 5-1 in the end. Couldn't get anything else going offensively. Rough day after such a commanding win in the game before. But now we go to Sim, the 3rd game of the series, and it's giving us a player lock. But we're already up so much. It's 7-1 here. No really need to sub into a critical situation. But CJ Abrams gets hurt in the process. He's been one of our best players this season so far, 371 average. Luckily not a serious injury, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll have to call up somebody to replace him, and that somebody is going to be Alex Call. And then we sim the final game of the series. It's another 5-1 loss, so we're just alternating good offensive games in Colorado. Blake Snell gave up 5 in 5, not the best day. But before we get into the next series, I want to talk about some trades because I've made it clear that we kind of have a crowded roster right now. And especially against righties, there's always somebody sitting that I don't really want sitting. And Gavin Sheets is one of my primary guys that I'm looking to get rid of. So building a trade here with the Angels, we could get Connor Hollis as he's the throw-in guy, but he's a good 74 overall, a potential, but 31. So he's probably not going to get much better. But the real prize of this trade is Delman Sonnenberg, an a potential 19-year-old switch hitting second baseman with already really good contact. Sure, he's got a long ways to develop. The fielding isn't great, but you know, it's not like we're giving up a huge piece in Gavin Sheets to get a huge piece back. This is more just to free up a roster spot for now. Now, another guy to look around for trades for is Ahmed Rosario. Signed him after the first season thinking he was going to be a big deal, and he spent most of his time on the bench since we got him. So we're looking for deals for him. We could trade him for Drew Medwick from the Red Sox, a 20-year-old A potential, good stamina already, and all those per-nines will come up as he develops. This is a really good pitching prospect here. And again, Rosario's done nothing but sit on the bench. And here is where I said Emilio Salazar comes back into play, because he's the other pitcher that I found that would work in an Ahmed Rosario trade. Now, he doesn't have as good a stamina, which we have seen is kind of a big deal, but the 5-pitch mix, he's a whole year younger with A potential. But we also don't need to make trades. I mean, we're the 3-time defending champs. We could ride it out with this team until we lose, until we're proven not to be on top anymore. I'm just introducing the idea here a little bit. So moving on to a 3-game set with Miami at 7-14. This is where we got to pick up some wins back. But the first game, critical situation, we're down 11-2. We have a chance to extend a Juan Soto hitting streak, so I felt like I had to swing on 3-0 right there. Not going to get a hit out of it, but then we have Luis Garcia, Mr. Clutch, up with 2 runners in scoring position, so you know he has to drive him in. But ultimately, that's all we were going to do in this game anyway. Going to drop it 11-4 in the end. Never going to come back from that, and we're kind of in a rut here, man. We are not looking that great as the defending champs, but we have a shot here to take game 2. 1-0 lead, Sir Anthony Dominguez in to close it, and it's going to be Willy Adames leading off, and we got him down swinging on that slider. Nice pitch. Oh, Miguel Sano, though, he's going to drop that one in, so not a clean inning. Grounder Rosario, he's, I don't know, proven his worth right away, making a nice play there, but the double play ends it. So we are going to pick up another game. I feel like we're not completely leaning into being bad right now. We're at least keeping it somewhat on the rails, but this is a team that we have to beat in a series. We can't drop a series to an 8-15 Miami Marlins team. So it's from here on out in the episode, I will give way to past me on the live call. And now game 3 of this Marlins series is the game we hop into. Our ace on the mound, Cade Cavalli. This is a pretty big game at this point in the episode because it'll bring our episode win-loss record back to even. And we got to make sure we take a series against a bad team like Miami right now. They're 8-15. We can't be losing a series to them. We have to do the same thing for Cade Cavalli in this game that we did for Mackenzie Gore in the last game I played. Get him a nice, solid, stable start. And then Gore came out, threw another good game in his next outing, and now his season's back under control. Cade Cavalli is supposed to be our ace. He's supposed to be our best pitcher, and he's up at like a 6.80 ERA right now. We got to play in the rain. We also got to face Carlos Terrero, who is one of the, I think 3 really good, potentially generational level prospects that came about in our first draft back in the first year when this was a March to October. You had him, you had Charlton Francis, who I missed out on because he was the #1 pick, and then you have Garrett Doyle over for the Twins, who is the top of that pack. And there we go. That's exactly what we need. Strikeout on the first batter. That's a great pitch, too. Great at-bat as a whole. We kept him guessing. We kept it on the corners. And another punch-out. We got him on the curve. Great first inning from Cavalli. We just got to keep that up for another 6. We don't have the easiest task to face on the mound here. A Yuri Perez. I don't know if it's Yuri... I'll just say Yuri. That's probably easiest to say. I guess he's not as good as I thought he would have been. I thought, you know, him being such a big deal prospect, he'd be up in the high 80s now. He's only an 80. Ratings aren't crazy. He doesn't even have a sinker. Okay, so this is they kind of had him wrong, I guess, back when these rosters were a thing. And Ian Happ right away with the base hit on the first pitch. Could have done a lot more with that pitch. I guess I'm lucky I still got a hit. They did let me hang up on it. Okay, I thought I went around, but we have 2 on now with nobody out. And he was walking Juan Soto, also not doing himself any favors. Bases loaded, nobody out for Joey Meneses. Okay, that'll at least score a run, but we gotta do more with that. Oh man, it's a golden opportunity on a pitch like that to do some damage. Oh, and I'm popping it up with Casas. Are you kidding me? I can't only get 1 run across. Not after loading the bases with no outs. And I did. And I didn't even make a bad swing. There we go. Strikeout on the slider. This, 4 outs into this game, is the Cade Cavalli I remember. This is postseason Cavalli. Okay, we'll take it. Want more punch outs, but outs work just the same. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. That went from me thinking I just gave up a 2-out double to that being another 1-2-3 inning. That was not supposed to be hit that hard, but Chapman is just looking like the best fielder right now at short. I mean, that jumping play, now a Jeter-esque type play. Just keep hitting it to him. I feel safe. There we go. Another punch out in the dirt that time. We got a chase. And that is going to hang up for Wood to get there. So one time through the order. I won't say the forbidden word yet, but we're facing the minimum. Gonna need to be a lot more economical, though, than that last inning if we want a chance at finishing the game with Cavalli. And then I'm getting out on the first pitch. I think the CPU right now has figured me out because they are throwing a lot of changeups. Wow. That was the 5th changeup of that at bat, so I don't think it's a conspiracy theory to say that they're figuring me out. And I can't come through with Casas. I see the fastball low in the zone. Now my brain is thinking change. All right, there we go. I like that. I'll take it. And he couldn't hold up. There's another punch out. Come on, got to get through Winker fast here. Man, we're already considerably below half energy. How are you expected to even come close to a complete game shutout if even in a good game up to this point, we're not even at half energy still? There we go. He's looking at strike 3. We'll keep it going as long as we can, but run support kind of looking like it's going to be a must. There we go. We'll take a leadoff walk this inning. All 4 innings, we've had runners on base. There we go. I still didn't make a great swing. Did not get around on the heat, but it's still hitting a perfect spot. That's going to add on another run. I'll take another walk. Seems like James Wood is a walk magnet in these games I play. And Ruiz, man. It's going to be another inning where I could have done much more, and I'm only going to walk away with 1 run. Actually, no, because it's Mr. Clutch. No, it's hit just a bit too hard there. Couldn't quite go the other way. That's a pretty good swing as well. Another punch out, man. It's the fastball. I feel like that's the toughest pitch for these guys to hit. There we go. Hit it to Chapman again. Ooh, that was on the ground. If I didn't press the button there and he had a little hitch in the animation, we wouldn't have gotten him. That was scary. Again, the fastball, that time up. That's 5 innings. We're over halfway there. We're not going to be in the green for that much longer, and we are in the 6th inning of... I don't want to say the word, but we all know what it's the 6th inning of. I just don't want to jinx it. Even though it's destined to fail anyway without having enough stamina to get through the game. And there it is. There's the yellow. 66 pitches in to a really nice start. I don't know, man. I've talked a lot, or at least complained and pointed out how the stamina is just unforgiving on franchise mode. And like, I get it. Cade Cavalli, 70 stamina. That's not great for a starter, but I don't know. I feel like there should be something built in for like having a good game. Like if the confidence stays high like it is, it's literally full. Maybe there should be something so that the energy decreases slower or something like that along those lines. It doesn't feel right that an MLB starting pitcher with 66 pitches in a very nice start as this is should be getting anywhere near tired to the point of needing to come out of the game. Come on, Wood. Wood can get there. Wood can save it. He's there. 6 innings. Just got to get 1 more time through the order, and if we're lucky, Cade Cavalli will have some energy left for this inning, but he might have to get through 2 without any energy, and I don't know what the consequences of that can be now that we have injuries in play. There we go. I mean, keep it on the ground right to Casas. That'll keep things going. Another punch out. Okay. Roll over. That play should be made. That is 7 very well pitched innings. It's all about this side of the ball now. 83 pitches in. You'd think he's looking good to finish the game nice and easy, but he has maybe 5 pitches, if even worth, of having any energy left. We got the rollover though. That's an out. That keeps things going. 5 left. And from here on out, we have no gas left in the tank. I'm scared of doing this. Like I mentioned before. Okay, well, now we don't have to. Well, I guess if there was any time to give up the first base runner, it would make sense that it's as soon as the energy completely runs out. There goes the perfect game. There goes Cade Cavalli's bid at a 3rd perfect game in his career, which is an insane thing to say for somebody whose career numbers so far don't look crazy good, but that would have been his 3rd one. And it fittingly is going to Chapman for the last out of the game. A combined 1-hitter came 1 good swing away from being able to throw a perfect game. I don't know. Can I even say that? Because, like, if we did get Jazz out there, we still had to pitch 4 more outs with no energy on Cade Cavalli. But we did exactly what I said needed to be done with Cade Cavalli. Got him a great start on the mound. Hopefully that turns things around for him, gets his season back on track, and we pick up a win, a much-needed win. All right, we have a 4-game series against the Mets that we're going to sim our way through. We pick up game 1. Man, a 2-homer game for Jorge Alfaro off the bench. We also pick up game 2. 4-0 shutout. We're on a streak here. That is a Blake Snell start right there. 6 2/3, 6 walks, but 11 punch-outs, no runs allowed, 2 hits. I'm actually changing up scouting a bit. We've got a couple individuals to take some looks at. We're uncovering some decent-looking pitchers, it seems. So some of these guys, I want to see what we're looking like here. We pick up another win against the Mets here. That's 3 games in a row to start the series. We already won the series. We're on a 5-game streak, but we have a AA injury here. Not a big deal, but he'll be out for a while. Should I just put him on the 60-day, 1 to 2 months? I may as well. All right, going for a Mets sweep here. And, oh, we couldn't pull it off. But CJ Abrams is no longer injured. I'll go ahead and handle that myself. But couldn't manage a series sweep. I'll be sending Alex Call back down. He went 1 for 2 with 2 walks, a hit, a steal. And, man, I mean, James Wood's been doing good. He hit his first career homer, it looks like, in some of those games we just simmed. Tough to take him out of the lineup, but Abrams was doing so good. And it's still that same question of the team's just too crowded. Who do I leave out? And I think that guy is still James Wood just because of the ratings. And we drop another game. So we're going into the next game that I'm playing from start to finish, just trying to get back up to 500. And Cavalli went back to having another rough outing. So we didn't have the same effect on him that we had on Mackenzie Gore. All right, and here we go. Second fully user-controlled game of the episode. I'm assuming since we were going for a perfect game in the last one, that'll be the one I show in full. So even though I'm recording this one live, might chop it down a bit more. Might not quite show as much, but we'll see. And I don't know, with Abrams back and Ian Happ struggling, I went with a little bit more classic season 1 look to the top of the order here for the Nationals. We got Abrams leading off with Garcia batting 2. And I can already tell this shadow is going to be an issue until it goes away. There we go. First hit of the game belongs to Matt Chapman. Second hit of the game belongs to Casas, and we're going to move Chapman up to 3rd. And then I missed the pitch right down the middle that would have driven in the run. What's new? Doesn't matter. Franchise, March to October, ranked seasons. I do the same thing. I get runners on, can't get the big hit. There we go, another punch out for Adone. I mean, it feels like this is the mission with every starter we use because nobody's having a great season. But, we need to have a good game with Adone. He actually had the little fire icon next to his name, so he must have had a couple of good starts before this, but that ERA is still up near 5, and really, like that is going on his record as a hit allowed, 58 off the bat. There we go. Can't handle the heat, apparently. 93's heat to that guy. Man, and I am having all sorts of trouble making anything resembling a decent swing against Paddock. Another punch out. I mean, we're looking pretty good on the mound, too. Adone is holding it down. Ooh, and even a pretty good swing from Buxton isn't going to do anything. That could be a big leadoff swing there. That's getting off the wall. All right, leadoff double from Soto. It's not going to get down. I thought it was going to go foul. We'll at least get Soto up to third. And I blew it. I didn't blow it. Matt Chapman, his second hit of the game. That's going to get us on the board. Oh, and Casas might be looking for more this inning, and he'll get it. There's a bomb. Triston Casas, I just played a terrible game with him earlier in the last full game I played, and now he's 2 for 2, hitting his first homer of the year. I'll be honest, it should not take Triston Casas a month into the season to be hitting his first home run, but hopefully that's what gets him going. Another punch out. Look at Adone, man. He's starting to look like year 2 Yohan Adone again. Cy Young Yohan Adone. And then just after saying that, I give up a homer. We had him down 0-2 through so many just perfect, amazing pitches that he wouldn't bite at, and even that was a good pitch. Ooh, Pete Alonso. Why is Hap getting a bad jump? Man, he's one step away from getting to that ball, and he lost that step as soon as the ball was hit. And I overdove it. I didn't need to dive. They're going to get a second run out of it. I don't know, though. Do I get there without a dive? It didn't seem like I would. All right, we're getting to a new arm, though. Paddock, he was only at like 60 pitches. Ian Happ with the perfect. Okay, only a 2-out base hit, but that's a good swing. 113 off the bat. Ooh, that's a spot on a 3-2 count. Oh, that's a spot. Hey, and one last punch out. Look at that spot. Adone still manages to deliver us a quality start with 10 punch outs. All right, I'm trusting our boy Scott Efros here to get us through this inning. I mean, offense is not coming easy outside of that one inning, so we got to do whatever we can here to make sure that a 3-2 lead sticks. That's fine by me. Don't care how hard you hit it if you're hitting it right to someone. And there's the punch out. 9-pitch inning, held him to nothing. I might leave him in. That one's gonna sneak past Chapman. That was such a well-pitched AB too. Just kept fouling it off. Okay, there we go. We needed that first pitch pop-up. Only thing that would have been better is a first pitch double play grounder. Okay, he chased. That could have been a walk if he didn't chase. I'm going to Mantiply, though, for this last out. With the clutch rating active, it makes more sense Polanco and Correa, if Correa needs to hit, have less power against lefties. Oh, there we go. Perfect spot. Good job from Mantiply. We just need to get through one more. All right, well, it is all on Sir Anthony Dominguez. This is what he's here to do. This is why he gets paid. 1-run lead in the 9th. There we go. First pitch. Grounder over to Casas at first. There we go. Strikeout Pete Alonso. And striking out Garrett Doyle. That was impressive. Mowing down the 3-4-5 hitters with a 1-run lead, and not just any 3-4-5 hitters, but Correa, Pete Alonso, and Garrett Doyle. So that win brings us back up to a 500 record, which, you know, might be a little underwhelming for this point in the season, but it still means we're improving. We started the episode today below 500, and every new game is a new starting point. So as long as we can go positive from there, we're doing fine. But there we go, guys. Another episode in the books. We are almost through the first month of the season. I know it's taken a while. I'm still hoping to find my way into the groove here, get into the swing of things, but I feel like once we do, it's gonna start flying. So as always, guys, if you enjoyed the video today, do me a favor, hit that like button. And if you're new, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button. But thank you guys for watching today. Thanks for spending some time here with the Nationals franchise, and I will see you next time.